this is a real tragedy, horrible tragedy. Jovan was just one of those young men that we have such great memories of here. We don't know at all what took place out there, and I think the tragedy that has fallen. Our prayers go out to Cassandra and her family. We're going to pray for Jovan. We're going to pray for Jovan's family. His impact on this program was boundless. His teammates and young men who don't even know him, whose stomachs and hearts ache today. And it's a real difficult time for me personally and for our football family.
When was the last time you talked to Jovan?
I spoke with him on the phone once this fall, in the summer a couple times. Saw him mostly on, I'm not a Facebook guy, but he's on everybody else's Facebook, so I guess that would be where I most often learned about Jovan and what he was doing out in Kansas City.
Did you guys talk about anything specific?
Just general stuff. I mean, when I called him, it was on the birth of his child. That was on Facebook. I was alerted to that, and I called. And you know, the Jovan that I know from his time here in Orono was on the other end of the phone.
Can you speak a little bit about his relationship with his teammates and his family while he was at UMaine?
I think, you know, I'm hard pressed to find or recall a young man who had more of an impact in a positive way on his teammates and his football family in my time here. I mean, he's truly one of the great stories in the program's history. A non-recruited high school football player. He was recruited as a wrestler, but not as a football player that we took a chance on. Who played here immediately as a freshman, had a tremendous impact, and everybody knows what he did on the football field. But you know, a lot of the things that he did were lost. He was a member of Big Brothers. He had a young man that he served as kind of a foster father for during his time. He graduated in 3.5 years, which is a tremendous accomplishment for a student athlete. He was a captain, but he was more than a captain.
Coach, when Jovan went pro and he, signed on with Kansas City, and his career kind of took off, do you remember talking to him and maybe the excitement of when he first signed on?
You know, I react with a smile because all I remember is a smile. But he was a pretty steady guy, in response to handling, whether it was adversity or a moment like you're talking about, success or making the NFL. He was pretty steady about that stuff, Where I thought he was the best was when he was around young people and when he was on the football field, where he displayed a work ethic that I think I would categorize as virtually unmatched. And a passion for the game, passion for his teammates, and for the things that are prerequisites to be successful in this game.
How did you find out today about the?
I guess there's fortune in some things that I got it early. I have a very dear friend, who's the offensive line coach, Jackie Bicknell, who's the son of Jack Bicknell, who was my coach here. He's the Chiefs offensive line coach. And he was kind enough to give me an alert early, not even knowing exactly what was going on at the complex, but he gave me a heads up because he thought it might involve Jovan.
Have you met with the team at all?
I'm about to. We had a scheduled meeting at 4 o'clock, and we got delayed on this a little bit, so those guys are in the locker room now. We're going to visit. Yeah.
What would you tell them?
Well, I think, you know, you always, in situations like this, you know, when you don't know, you talk about what you do know, and you talk about his how he was here, and how I like to think he was 99% of the time out there. I don't have any explanation, reason, I don't know, and I'm not even going to try to speculate what happened here. But I think when you teach from a positive perspective, and we're going to hold on to the great memories we have of Jovan, and you know, just try to promote the things that he really was able to do here. You know, in terms of his commitment, his dedication, his work ethic, and pride in performance.
Have your former players, his former teammates, anyone reached out
Oh yeah,
to you?
it's been non-stop. From Montel Owens, Mike DeVito, Matt Mulligan, Phil McGagan, Darren Stone. I mean, I always felt there was a special glue that kind of sticks to somebody who plays up here. We create a family atmosphere, and we like to think that that doesn't go away. That's I don't know, it's super glue, I guess. And there's a real sense of loss today for us, and especially for his teammates. I think that were the beneficiaries of a picture of a young man from 2005 to 2008.